All right, guys, we are here at the RoofCon in Utah, and we are with John Stauffer. And we just found out that we were both born in the same hospital, York Hospital in Pennsylvania, which is kind of cool. So, John, I've got two questions for you.
Yeah.
The first one is, what was your biggest failure? It could be any failure that you're willing to share.
Man, that means I got to sort through all kinds of data. How many failures have I had, and which one was the worst? Can we categorize them first of all? Maybe business, personal?
Whatever one you want to share.
You might have to hit the pause button for a while to come up with something.
Okay.
They get in. That's all biggest in the sale here. We would be there. I to put a video wow and I'm weird videos. But they had all those, and ours are care based. We hear what I know they're fast. I mean, there's an else in the video. No, it's just a place camper areas. That's what
I'm trying to sort through all kinds of family matters.
you want to have it earlier to cruise about.
You want to narrow it down to business?
Sure.
Let's narrow it down to business failure.
Party somewhat working so.
Well, I would say I jumped into business in 1994 because the company I was working for filed for bankruptcy as at Christmas time. It was one of those stories of, hey, Christmas is coming. You've got your firstborn child on the way. And the company is going to file for bankruptcy, even though 6 months prior you advised them that they better change their behaviors. And then there was no paycheck at Christmas. So I thought, well, I'm going to jump into this website making thing subsequently to that.
So you and
I would say, what was I going to get to as the biggest failure of it? It was actually starting the business without being business trained, having no experience, and solving that problem by taking what I call Sandler training from, not what I call Sandler training. I took sales training classes that ended up being more life-changing and business-oriented education, which saved my business because I had operated the business as a, hey, I'll do whatever it takes to try to satisfy a customer, even though they only wanted to, had $200 to spend, and I'd work evenings and put in all kinds of overtime hours, just trying to help them out as best I could.
Overcommitting.
So yeah, that just the novice business person's approach to those kinds of things.
So my second question is, what is your biggest business success?
Well, as we were having our conversation earlier, I did, as a result of the Sandler training, kept me from going out of business, and then I grew it steadily for, what is that, since 1995.
you roll with Callan,
Probably 20 years.
this one is
25 years, I can't even count that number of years, but when I decided to join TC Backer, who was my best customer, we had he and their team, and pass my website business on to my son. That seemed to be one of the most fulfilling moves and the successful moves I've done to date.
So it sounds like your biggest failure has become your biggest success.
I think that's yeah, it turned it around just
I appreciate it.
through the help of others and the education of others.
Yes.
And
Not quitting.
yeah, that not quitting, could have easily done that. But, the big credit probably goes to taking somebody's advice to invest in myself in the training, but more credit goes to just being around others who have, had the success in business that I could glean from just by virtue of being around her.
Yeah. John, you strike me as a very kind man. Just kind of radiates from you. And so my last question is, what is your goal for 2024? Your biggest business goal?
Well, my biggest business goal is actually I have an opportunity now as a marketing and sales director to do sales training for our team. And I've been passing on what I learned. I took this Sandler training for a series of 7 years straight, full-time, if you will. I'm still a member of the training class. It's a lifetime membership when you sign up. So I can go back to the regular classes that they still hold every week. But And I went solid for 7 years straight, 3 times a week. Just I may be a little slow about things sinking in. But now I have an opportunity to pass on what I did learn to a degree with our team, and it seems to be working. So, to Mark, take care, buddy. Yeah, thanks. So that my goal is to be the best sales trainer in that arena that I can, by having all of my reps reach their goal of making 6 figures in their first year of sales. So that's my goal for this year.
Well, thanks for joining us, John.
Yeah, I hope you can find some faster responding guests with a little more interesting background.
Okay.
So I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man. Thanks.